Alright, welcome back to another art time video, and as you can see out there, it's pretty bright out because, thankfully, there's something broke at work and now I don't have to come in until 6, unless it still was broken, and I probably don't have to come in at all. So, today we're working on art time, episode or drawing, whatever you want to call it, and what we are working on is the Fathomless Caverns. Yes, the Fathomless Caverns. There's still a lot more than I want to do with it brushwork-wise, but we worry about that when the time comes. I only got around less than a couple of hours to do as much as I can in this video, which is good because unknowingly enough we have to work Saturdays. But before I forget, as per usual, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Now, I'm still tired. I was tired last night, and yet I still somehow couldn't get to sleep at the time I wanted to sleep. Annoyingly enough. But that's fine. Because, we don't have to come into work until 6, and even then, chances are, whatever the hell is broken is probably still going to be broken. It's almost been broken for like a full-on day now. The only reason why we aren't coming in is because the thing that brought down 3 lines, essentially. The lines in question being 3, 4, and 5. 2 is non-existent anymore, which has always been strange because we came in with 2 never being existing to begin with. I mean, it had existed, but they haven't gotten it up and running yet. The cat's still in heat, by the by. I think you can see her in the background, can't you? Yep, there she is. There she is, right... wait, no, it'd be easier to do this right here. Let me ask. I don't even know if she notices me. You know her? If she's just meowing. I see you meowing back there. Cat might think I have eyes at the back of my head. But anyways, yeah, the 3, 4, and 5 are down, but 1 is still up and running, so thankfully, I mean, I'm over here as the pelletizer, because last week I was a reliever, and then old, talk about, freaking, probably would have still had to have come in, but thankfully, since the positions are rotating for some freaking reason, I mean, I know the reason. It's just that I don't really know if, don't know if it even matters anymore. A lot of stuff's gonna go down in this place. A lot of chaos, a lot of nonsense. A lot more drama, too. The main plant manager guy is left yesterday. And I presume it's, forcibly being... most people probably presume it's forced to be retired. Because he said himself he'd never retire or leave this place. And he's still pretty young. I think in his 50s, that's still considered young when you get wrought down to it. But he's forced to resign from his position. That's what I'm assuming is happening. But who knows? With this place, who the frick knows anymore? And I'm pretty sure he might have been the one who was trying his damnedest to prevent it from getting out of hand. I'm not sure we had butting of the heads in the past before, but he's pretty cool. The only reason why I'm still in this freaking place, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In my head, if I am fired, that means I'm forced to try to find a job that isn't going to make me miserable. But then I have to worry about getting an income again. And apparently we can't survive off of $40 an hour. Now with inflation being a pain in the ass, I have to be forced to stay in this shithole. Who knows, there's a lot of nonsense happening behind the scenes over here. A lot of nonsense. Kind of irritating. I'm already miserable enough. Why is there a subset of people who's trying to make me more miserable? Alright? Well, I'm sure if I were to ever get any recognition on YouTube, I'm sure we'll go on ahead and quit this place and speak up about the company. Maybe, who knows? It's not really a good place to work at. Decent money, but I've been lucky enough to skirt by and got myself I don't know if you would call it a decent work-life balance. The issue with this company entirely is that, from what I've been noticing, a lot of people are having issues with the work-life balance in this place. And it doesn't help that it's not unionized, so they can pretty much do whatever the hell they want, and it's annoying, and I don't like it. I hate nonsense like that. This is why I want to try to get out of this place as soon as possible, but while we're in a good position, not having to worry about income as much. Patreon is still on the same bend as it ever was. I am thankful for the one guy who is still sticking around for all these months. I don't even know if he's looking at any of the Patreon drawings. He's just paying $10 and not even looking at the drawings from like the last time I checked. I'm gonna look at my post dashboard right now. Yep, still there. He is still there. I don't know what the hell this is. Later. I don't know what this is. Get out of my face. Post dashboard. Alright, let me see. Yeah, no Patreon views on these two yet. 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, 3 in the second episode there, 1 here. So some people haven't looked. But as of recent, he paid $10 and haven't even looked at it yet. Which is insane. Which is, I mean, he's a trooper. Pretty grateful that he's still there, or she, who knows. We don't know entirely. But pretty grateful that they're still there for all this time. Despite the fact that they're not really looking on it, they're still supporting me. It could be forgetful, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on in people's day-to-day lives. And with all this going on in the world here, not a lot of people have disposable income to just toss their money around as they please. It kind of sucks. Not a lot of people get to buy the things that they want to buy. They're forced to focus on survival, which is becoming more and more annoying because of how people have been running the shit. I don't even know what the hell is going to occur down the road. I think that war is still somewhat going on, but I haven't been paying attention to it at all. It's already depressing enough as it is, life beeth as it is. So why would I force myself to look into something like that? I guess you do kind of have to pay attention to that. But even after all is said and done, and even after like an outcome is made, win or lose, is Russia even going to really have any freaking like economic business with anyone after this? The only way that would happen is if a new person were to go into charge and he was sensible and wasn't trying to like cause problems. Renegotiate deals with everyone, and then there goes the inflation going back down to where it should be normally. But I don't even know if that's going to occur. There's a whole bunch of economics involved, and I don't know anything about economics. If you remember that episode of American Dad. Well, regardless, it is a pain to want to have any disposable income. You have to already be basically ranking in a crap ton of money to where the inflation isn't affecting you as much because your passive income, passive, but your income from the stuff that you do or run or whatever is getting you more than enough money to outweigh the amount of cost everything went up by. Well, either way, it don't really matter yet. We're somehow managing at least, but we're not really getting a whole bunch of disposable income. We gotta budget and plan out for a week. I'm thinking about getting this game that I saw on Toonami. I believe it's called Fist. From the looks of it, it seems like a Metroidvania-esque game where you're playing as this rabbit guy. Seems interesting enough, and another Metroidvania would be nice. Hopefully it's not going to be as big as a pain as Hollow Knight is. but hopefully it's somewhat as intuitive as that is. And Metroid Dread. It'd be nice if we had another Metroidvania similar to the vein of Symphony of the Night, where it's like an RPG-esque game. I don't know if there's a lot out there like that. The most recent Metroidvanias that I can think of off the top of my head that I have played recently, one of which being Bloodstain, which is just similar to Symphony of the Night, which scratched that itch of RPG Metroidvania. But outside of that, we got Ender Lilies, I think it was called. And then there's Hollow Knight, Metroid Dread. I think there's another one, but I can't remember. There might have been another one, but there might not. Oh yeah, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, there was that one. I remember that one. But the only RPG-esque one that we've had was Bloodstain. And I got it on a Switch, which is apparently the worst idea, but how am I supposed to know that the Switch is a terrible version? It's kind of annoying. I wanted to get more games for a Switch, and that seemed like a good game to get. Well, either way, I went back to playing Horizon Forbidden West. I'll probably go back to Genshin Impact as soon as I'm done with Horizon, and then hopefully Dying Light 2. Well, it depends on if I get Fist sooner rather than later. So we only have like 2 hours to get as much as we can get done with here. It's 3:51 according to this clock right now. I think I might have to, hold on. It says 3:54, so that's like, what, 3 minutes? A little above for some reason. I don't know why that's like that. Apparently it is. But we've got to leave at like 5:40, around that. Around 5:40 is when we got to leave. So hopefully I can get the shading and texturing done with. And there's still more brush stuff that I wanted to do here. I was trying to get as much as I could get done with last night before the end of the night occurred. So I could have gotten to sleep earlier, but that didn't work. That didn't really help. A lot of stuff on my mind. And I was just staying, kept awake, whatever the word is. Thankfully, it wasn't by the cat meowing annoyingly in the middle of the night. Seems like most of her heat tendencies are starting to die down a bit, which is great, right, cat? Yeah. Yeah, see that? She's still in heat, but now it's at like the junction where it's about to simmer down. It's not taking that long, which is great. I'll poke your nose. Yep, poke your nose and didn't even make a word noise. Is it because I took a shower not too long ago, cat, and you don't recognize me? Is that it? I don't know why, but every time I take a shower, the cat hides underneath the chair. Only when I remove the little thing that I have here to try to stop the cat from scratching it, but to no avail. Only when I remove that and look at her, she looks at me and gives me this meow. And when I take that toy out, she goes over to the toy and plays with it. But then, I try to pick her up, hold her, and get her to, remember, hey, yes, it's you, except you took a shower. I see. Okay, I understand now. I'm still going to hide under this chair, though. Cats just don't understand facial recognition. Isn't that right, cat? They only understand scent. But, yeah. So we only really have a couple of hours, as I've said before. But it shouldn't take us too long to get this done with. It's right now, today is Thursday, I believe, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. So I got tonight to get most of the demons drawn, and Friday to get them colored, finished, and do the texture and all that stuff. Well, I might get all that stuff done with tonight, but it depends. I am most likely, potentially, it depends really, going to have to call out for a half of Saturday. Which is fine. I've got to get this project done with. I can't just be expected to do extra work because they want more money. Nah, I've got my own projects to take care of, and I have to follow my own strict schedule. The 4th episode of My Luna Academia took way longer than I expected. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We did have like several characters to draw there. The story is out at the moment. And of course, most safe for work drawings never make that much favorites, but it's in a pretty decent spot. 7 favorites, 1K view, and it's been out for 15 hours. Pretty good for, standards. Safe for work drawings. I guess it depends on what it is. Most Demon Realm demon drawings don't reach 1K until like way later down the line. Same with most others and animals drawings. I guess it depends, really. I understand those don't get like a whole lot of popularity, but that doesn't mean I'm still not going to draw them. Why wouldn't I draw them? They are interesting to some people at least, so I'll keep making them, even if nobody's interested in them. Same with Patreon, even if nobody's subscribing, I'm going to keep on making stuff. People on TV are going to see, okay, so this guy's been keeping up with the 2 Patreon drawings a month, $5 a drawing, pretty good deal if I do say so myself. And a story too, even more so when you got an episodic series like Adventurous Army going on, which is great to have in general. I'll laugh my head off if somehow Adventurous Army is the first one to get a series, despite the fact that it's essentially a hentai with plot. Although I guess you do got other types of hentai-esque animes out there, which is like questioning how the hell those got made. One thing that's not exactly hentai, but definitely has some strange, like, undertones to it, which you know what I'm talking about. It was shown on Toonami, but you know what I'm talking about when I say Made in Abyss is definitely a strange show to have been animated. When you consider the person and their interests, the person who made the show and their interest. But it's, somebody animated those scenes, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But that's not like the one major thing, but it is a good example. A lot of strange stuff involving, like, I think 12-year-old, I think she's 12. A lot of strange stuff indeed. Real strange. You get those undertones that are just, like, kind of off-putting. But the story is still pretty good. Like, surprisingly. I guess some people weren't really too much of a fan of Riku's, like, development throughout most of the later episodes. Which, if you don't read the manga, I guess, yeah, you probably have no idea. So to me, I don't see a difference. Kind of makes sense when you think about it. A 12-year-old screwing up and realizing the error of their ways. Stuff like that. But there are other animes out there, and I don't really know the names. I only know of one name because I've been reading it throughout, like, most of Reddit. I have never really watched it, and I don't really think I have any interest in that kind of stuff, because even if it is, like, that, it's a guy and a girl, and that's not what I'm into. I'm only into girl and girls. And it's a bad kind. Real bad kind. What was it? Redo Healer or something? I don't think I'd ever watch that. That just seems... That's what I'm looking for. Sickening? It's like somebody turned into the villain and is now going out of their ways to just go on ahead and grape those who've done him wrong when he was a kid. Dang old time travel, man. Which is insane that something like that even got some form of animation. So who knows, maybe Adventurous Army could get animated. I'm not holding my breath, though. And if there's any show that I want to get animated first and foremost, it would have to be Elementals Reborn. Nova Guardians, too. Nova Guardians is like it's one of those special kinds of animes with, It's one of those special kind of animes with 2 hours worth. 2 hours of, what you call it? Also, let me bring this down. Okay, yeah, that's better. It's an hour's worth. Okay, every episode is an hour for Nova Guardians, so it is definitely quite lengthy. So it'd be interesting to see how an animation studio will go on ahead and like animate the entirety of that, while every episode is an hour long. Would be nice, and it is pretty decent so far. We've got like the main cast introduced, the main character, but the main character and their group. Regardless, Vanessa still has like obviously a whole lot of purpose going throughout the entirety of this, which is nice. It's nice to see characters growing as I continue the series along. See, that's what I want. So one of my creations should just become fully established. To have a whole bunch of people just clamor around and be like, oh, yes, I want to watch this next episode. And stuff like that. Or even for, like, games, for instance, and people just enjoying the worlds that I create. It would be nice. But to do that, I need to have some form of recognition and some way either to be a part of a company that'll give me creative control over my own projects and the team of which I have, and having my own company in game development, which would be nice. I understand how complex it's going to be. My hope here is that I can hire a certain somebody who's into like business management stuff to basically run the thing while I like own it in name and help out and make my own assets, you know? Even do like 12 hours. I'd be doing the Elon Musk strategy of just doing my own 12s. Only because it's my project, it's my creations, and I want to help do stuff with it too. That's where I'd spend 12 hours in, not in this godforsaken facility, no. Our current position in work is just not what we want. And like I've said, I have a funny feeling that now that the plant manager is gone, things are going to go towards the hectic side. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. A lot of nonsense is occurring. A lot of people aren't really happy about stuff. And I heard maintenance talk about like the current like new maintenance manager guy, the new guy, who is now the maintenance manager guy, is apparently just not good. Not good. A lot of new people coming in are going to become more and more frustrating to have to deal with. Supposedly our current supervisor has calmed down a bit, but I'm finding it. I mean, he hasn't been pushing too much lately on certain instances, trying to find logic and reason, but I still don't understand why take a new person's side when I've been there for more years than I'd like. 3 years, unfortunately. I mean, yes, I look miserable. I look like I don't want to be here. Wouldn't you look like that if you're working in a place for 3 years that you don't want to frickin' work at? At that point, money's not even a frickin' thing anymore that I care for. Because I barely see it due to rent, bills, and having to have groceries and stuff. It's annoying. It's annoying how life is like this. But I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm going to keep at it. Going to keep working on this. Because that's the only freaking option that I have to somehow make some form of happiness be real and true. In some way, shape, or form. And I'm not going to let anybody stop me. Because this is what I would prefer to do for more than 12 hours at a time. Well, this and game development. Which I'm thinking about maybe making a series on... Oh, hold on, let me see if I can go over to it. It's in the main base, right? Let me go to desktop. Yeah, there it is. My Made Games. There's Labyrinth, and then there's Mechanica, but not the Mechanica that I want to make. And somehow Labyrinth is way bigger than Mechanica, which I guess kind of makes sense. Labyrinth has a crap ton of levels. Mechanica is just an arcade match with so many certain things going on in it. Arcade 2D match. Maybe I'll show you them one day, Labyrinth. I doubt they're going to have any form of, like, if I could get monetization, I doubt they will get any monetization. Because the music I use in those games are not of my own. I got it from some music sharing site. I don't remember what it's called. It's been so long, I don't remember it. But people make musics of games that, you know, in what do you call it, sphere. But they make music for certain games, and then they post it there for people to use. Now, that's why I can't exactly sell Labyrinth as is. Even so, I want to, like, remake it, but with a 3D look to it instead. Better looking assets, more content to it world-wise. Also, I'm gonna delete these parts here. Well, more content as in, like, I have something in mind for, like, a certain end part. Because there's, like, bonus levels that we have here. Man, I do kind of want to, like, make videos of doing that, because it's not going to take that long to complete it. In its current build, the main levels that we have are 60. There are 6 areas. I was about to say worlds, but quotation marks there, but no. 6 areas in the world that you're in. 6 bosses each, and each of those areas have 4 worlds to choose from. 5 bonus levels, that's the word I'm looking for. 5 bonus levels to choose from. That's what they have. So in total, we got 60 main levels, 30 bonus levels, and 6 boss fights. So that makes 90 levels and 6 bosses. I was thinking if I were to remake the game, I would add 10 more bonus levels, but only after you've completed the main game and all the bonus levels. Completing all the bonus level, because there's a certain, like, area in the last bonus level where there's 2 exit portals, and one of them only opens up as soon as you've managed to complete every single level in the current game, 90 levels, including the one that you're on, but you have to go into the portal. I think I even made it so that the gate for that opens up. So all you gotta do is just, like, go back into the level and go into the portal. Because it opens up as soon as the portal thing goes through, and they're like, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Why'd that open up? They go back into the level. Oh, that's open now. And then they go into it, and what does it do? Well, in this current build, it just takes you to a bonus level, which is just not that good. Because I was running out of ideas at that point. But I'm thinking about maybe doing a little extra by opening up another bonus world, where in this one there is 10 levels and another secret final boss fight. Of course, the classic one is just the one level. Or classic. I guess technically, yes, it is classic. I made it when I was 19. And that was a long time ago. I'm 26 now. Still weird to think. 26. Huh. I don't feel 26. My body feels like it's 50 half the times. My brain still feels like I'm 18 years old. This is a good thing, actually. Why should I grow up and be miserable? I will keep on continuing to create and never grow up, because that's the only way I can achieve happiness, is to deny reality its soul-crushing nonsense. But anyways, yeah, that's something I might want to do video-wise. Like, you know, it's a game that nobody's ever seen before outside of a select few friends and families who have attempted to play it. Many of them get stumped on the 3rd level, which is a simple box-moving puzzle. It doesn't take too long. I don't understand. How do people get stumped on something as easy as that? I guess most people aren't gamers. I think the only issue with the current build of Labyrinth is it uses the keys, and I think I can show you the keyboard here, right? Nope, you can't see it. But I can go on ahead and take a picture of it. It uses these keys right here. If the light would stop being a douche, these are the keys we use. The up and down arrows are so close together that trying to utilize it is a pain in the ass. 19-year-old me didn't think of using WASD. Don't know why. Doesn't make any sense when you get right down to it. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Because I'm the only one who can play it right now. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll do that side. I'm the only one who has the game build. And I'm thinking about recreating it once I get back into game development at some point in the future. Because I kind of want to. It's been a while since I've done any game development. Makes me wonder if... I'll work on Paint Maze first. Because Paint Maze, graphic-wise, I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of stuff. All I gotta do is make a cube, give them all mechanics, and then boom, we're set. All I gotta do is figure out how to build the world map in a 3DS pattern, and then have the size of the maps be different from what I have on Dreams. Well, it depends. I have a certain UI that I've used on Dreams, and I think I can use it here too. I just gotta get into Unity. Gotta download Unity, maybe get a pro version to get all the tools I can possibly get. And we just make a video on it so that we have to do it. I don't know when we're going to do this though. Because at this point, we're going to have more free time on hand. That, or we simply just, well, reduce a video to once a week. Most likely Minecraft, because I can't reduce art time videos. It all depends. We could potentially somehow manage to get some form of recognition, and a company picks up our show, and then we have more time to do the things that we need to do, potentially. But at that point, we might, if we have any influence, we might find a game developing studio who wants us on board, and then we can, learn how to do that stuff. And it depends, really. To be honest with you, I don't know how any of that works yet. But to find a new job in game development would be nice. I just hope I get a decent pay for it. Because now with what's going on, we need good pay to really be able to live on our own or help provide for this freaking household. Which we should, hopefully, be moving out of soon. Emphasis on hopefully. Life is such a pain in the ass. There's always gotta be some problems. Don't understand why it just can't take the dick out its mouth and put it somewhere more desirable. Don't know why I'm saying more desirable, because that means it's being fucked in a different hole. Anyways, I have some idea on how to do most 3D work thanks to Dream, but I don't know. Just because I know how to make 3D models in Dream doesn't mean I know how to do anything in Blender. I'd have to go into Blender, mess around a few, learn the tools, and then figure out what are the things that I need to do till I get the exact shape I want. Am I able to just add shapes to things like I do in Dreams? I mean, how else are you supposed to add it? You can't just sculpt it all out of one block, right? That doesn't seem very efficient. I guess you could, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like the right way to go about doing things. If you're wondering what this green stuff is, there's frost ants here who go on ahead and, let me see if I can remember. What was it, 36? Yeah. You got these little frost ants here with green crystals. They won't eat green crystals and stuff like that. 36, that was a relatively old drawing. God, it's strange to think that album 36 and all the albums in the 30s are getting to be old drawings now. Really, it is extremely strange to think about. Alright, now this part is the part that needs this, because these crystals here are completely different. Seriously. We've been doing this for like several years now. I don't remember how many years though. Like, I tried to look on DeviantArt and like see how many years I've been doing this, but I think they removed that stat, which is weird that they removed it. Yeah, I can't see the stats anywhere in the stats table here. I mean, no, if they removed it here, they most likely removed it in that spot as well. But I've been doing this for years now, and I think ever since I've gotten out of high school. And this is what we've been doing, is just drawing a bunch, creating a bunch, making these worlds. Like, before we were just starting off, we didn't even really have any ideas of making like this full-on series or whatnot. Only until like, not recently, but definitely throughout the last few years or so, have we been getting a whole bunch of creations going. It's insane to think. It really is. We've made so much progress throughout the years creating all these places and people and other things. It's just still so baffling. And I don't know why, but I like it. I like the progress of which we've been making so far. The next step in our creation process is to try to get somewhat noticed by a big name, maybe not big name, but big enough to at least get our creations animated. Because I think there are some big name companies we probably don't want. I don't know what, though. It depends on what occurs. Because to be honest with you, I really don't know much about the industry. I don't really much know about anything about that at all. But it will be interesting, to say the least. Whoops, go here. I doubt the Demon Realm will have any like significant things in terms of show-wise. I really can't think of like what we could do for a show located in the Demon Realm. It would probably be like a mini-series, right? I still like the game idea in mind for this particular universe, this particular instance. Whoops. No, not Strobe Path. Wait. Is it? Oh, we're still on that. Right. No wonder why that was off. Anyways, yeah, there's still like the game idea for this universe. Still that at least, so it's not entirely off base right here. I'll make this one brighter. Now we can work on it as a whole. There we go. But, yeah, I have so many characters. You've seen it in that one drawing I showed you a while ago, multiple times, and I'm still proud of. And this isn't even all the characters that I have, too. It's just insane of how many universes I got. I got the whole Portrait universe over here. Roscoe Morgan, Elementals Reborn, Killer Horde. I'm a dang old Borderlands OC over here, surprisingly. And Deus Ex Machina, where he kills a whole bunch of ultra-powerful villains or heroes. The felines that I haven't even been working on that whole bunch. Luna and this entire universe right here. And a bunch of mini stuff, too. Demon Realm, Demon Realm, Demon Realm. Just so many creations. I have so many ideas. I just need to get recognition so I can bring these ideas to life even further beyond than what I am doing right now. Yes, we can go even further beyond our own creative spectrum. Animation, games, stuff like that. Yes, and the stories before us. I got a couple of portrait stories in mind coming up. Not soon, but it's at a decent rate potentially. Who knows? Could be, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, because there's a couple more arcs that I want to go through. You know, the ones I was talking about. Palada of the Unlaughable Goth and Tickle Obsessed Girlfriends. And then there's Ebony and Ivory and Forgotten Fling from the past. And after that, the two, one of which is more mature-esque. I guess they're both mature in their own right, but one's more fetish-oriented, while the other one, it's got some dark undertone, but some nice undertones towards the end. Goes off of the Forgotten Fling, what do you call it? Holy shit, it's 4:20 already? No way! I can't believe this! Well, what are the chances that they just say, okay, don't bother coming in at all, this is not running. None of this is running. I kind of do want the damn thing to run, because now I have a funny feeling we're going to have to work Sunday. The entire line's been down for an entire day. Which is insane to think of. Oops. I don't know if that messed anything up. No, we seem fine. But it's insane to think about. An entire day of production for 3 lines. Impossible. One line is still doing fine, though. So, I mean, even so, I have a funny feeling that they're going to have every line come in, and they're going to run 3, 4, and 5. So, I think in the end, line 1 is still getting screwed over. That or they still run 1 regardless of the fact that it's line 3. That's, you know, probably needs to be running more than line 1 is, but, you know, who am I to judge a professional company on their decisions and ideas? And that's what they want me to fucking think. When a professional company deserves all the criticism they can get. I don't like people who are just bootlickers and just like freaking, no matter how bad the company does, they're like, they still got these benefits and all that stuff. It's still good. You're going to get off your lazy bum and start working for a living. And I'd be like, lady, I have been working my ass off, even at home, to try to do the things that I want to do. You don't see this shit? Oh, of course you don't, because boomers of that age don't fucking have DeviantArt. And the only ones who do have DeviantArt are millennials trapped in boomer bodies. That's the thing about it. You know how annoying it would be for old people who are like, they're the age of what boomers would be, but they're trapped in millennials' bodies. I mean, I don't know what the age for millennials are now compared to, like, how long ago it was. Like, okay, I'm gonna look it up on Google. How old are boomers? 24 years? That makes no sense. Okay, hold on. This will work. Wait, boomers 1? Boomers 2? Boomer! My land. Where the hell's millennials? That doesn't make any sense. Why is Gen X the what? This doesn't make any sense at all. And age is in 2022? What? Wait, I don't understand any of this at all. Okay, there's an image. Let's see the image. I don't know. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Is this... oh, is this... There it is. Let's see. Being Bruce 50... Oh! Wait, then what the oh, Gen X is 40 to 55. Okay, so... No. No. It'll probably be Gen X. And then there's... Z... How much... I don't care. I don't pay attention to that crap anyways. It's just a meme. It's just a meme that occurs. Yeah, that's what it's called. Fist Forged in Shadow Torch. Thinking about playing that. Why not? Another Metroidvania. Hopefully it's not going to make me aggravated, as Hollow Knight has. Although I feel like I might be like if I were to do a series on it, I feel like the beginning of the game might be a little bit more possible for me. Because I do have some muscle memory for most of the bosses. Grim still fucking sucks though. But at least I'm able to do most of the bosses without too many issues. So long as I have the right... what was it called again? Charms. So long as I have the right charms and the right setup throughout the entirety of a certain fight, I feel like I'd have no issue doing it. I would, obviously, I would try to do a whole bunch of skips here to get my hands on a, what do you call it? The Shadow Dash thing. I think my main objective would be to destroy the Mantis Lords, or whatever hell those bitches are called. I think they're Mantis Lords, because they do have... I think they're women, because they do have a more feminine sound as, you know, you go about their doing a thing. Because I do vaguely know how to beat them. Like, of course, if it goes on for too long, it's just tedious and annoying. One of them does the dash thing, you just jump up and do the down attack. The stupid spiraling thing is still annoying, but singular, it's easy to, like, determine where it is. Go to the bottom, they are on the bottom of the wall there, it shoots it downwards, jump over it, try to get a hit in if you can. If they're up top, it goes up top. They, teleport up above, you just walk a little bit over to the left, turn around, attack, and boom. Simple as that, really. And it only gets really complicated once two of them comes into play, because you have to worry about all the attacks at once, but by a rate of 2 characters here. So you've gotten yourself, like, okay, if one of them does a dash, what do you call it? A dash. One of them does, yeah, one of them does it is a dash, while another one does an attack from above. You just jump off, dash, try to get the one who did the attack from above, because you're probably not going to get enough time to attack the one on the bottom. Because I think I have a specific route planned out for how I am going to go on ahead and get to the Shadow Dash ability easily, assuming I decide to make a series out of it on YouTube. And assuming my memory for the game is still intact. Like, I know you can go to the city once you've beaten the False Knight, but, well, let's just say it's not that important to go and get the, what do you call it, ability. The nail upgraded immediately. I mean, we should probably go and get it upgraded regardless, because we need a Mantis Claw to be able to get to the city in the normal way. Oh, wait. But you're not able to get out of the city if you do that through the normal means, unless you have... I forgot. You had a certain thing that you could do... I think I might need double jump for that. So maybe we don't do that. And we just go through it with the basic damage. And then we just go through the fight as is. Like, I don't want to try it now. I have an idea on what the path is supposed to be. Obviously, beat the False Knight to get the ability you need to get into the grassy area. And we gotta fight Hornet, which is also relatively easy in the first stage if you know the attack patterns. He dashes, just do the bottom attack thing, which is something that I rarely used in the beginning, but then I started to use it more. I think I rarely used it in the beginning because it is somewhat unreliable if you don't have, like, the range for it. You need to have really good range to be able to reliably get it off, like, 100% of the times. Because you gotta go really close to the thing that you're about to attack, and then you gotta make sure that you get it on time, which is why if you have more range, it's a hell of a lot easier to do the thing that you need to do. Kinda have to use the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to try to hold it in a little bit more while I get this worked on. Oh yeah, this is going downwards, right. My brain thought I was going up here, but that doesn't make sense because that is not what the flooring looks like. But yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. I think the only thing that's going to be annoying is trying to distinguish if she's going to throw the needle or go on ahead and do the dash. And then there's that one ability where she jumps up in the air and then does a whole whirlwind of freaking needle thread attack thingies. Like when you've gotten down to a certain science of how most bosses run, it's a little bit easier to deal with them. You just gotta get into the mindset of dodging their attacks and knowing what attacks is about to go into play here. Grimm's a bit more annoying because he teleports in and out, and it's hard to keep track of his movements. You have to figure out which way he's going to go. I think if he teleports here, because it depends. He teleports on the floor, dashes towards you, you jump over him. He's either going to go this way or that way. I don't remember. I think he just goes this way if you're like over in this direction and explodes into a few freaking, what do you call it? Then there's the one where he goes down, like, I think this way, and will either charge you this way or that way depending on where you go. The pufferfish one is easy to understand but can be a pain in the ass to dodge those freaking things. And then there's the Dracula's cape open fireballs, except it's more like homing fireballs that home slightly but not enough to like be an issue, which is a little bit easier to deal with because you just jump up, dash over. I think you can duck under him and then get some good attacks in, but it's such a pain in the ass to fight him when he's so freaking fast and trying to figure out, like, there's a few things that's just annoying in most of these boss fights. And one major thing you gotta take into consideration is what they look like and if what that movement will lead to what attack. Like, are they going to duck and do this one annoying attack, or are they going to duck and do the slightly less annoying attack that allows you to get the attacks in from above, but the other attack where they duck and do the... Okay, well, you get what I mean. Oh yeah, that's another thing about Labyrinth. When I was making it, I didn't really give like the bosses too much of they didn't have any, like, okay, one boss, the final boss, I guess I could say, has an attack that essentially is just him raising his arm. A few attacks with him raising his arm. So it's sometimes difficult to figure out what it is. That's another reason why I want to like not go on ahead and post that outside of just the music. Is that everything? I feel like I might have gotten everything shaded in. There's still the texture that I gotta do. I think that might be everything. Alright, I'm gonna be back. I gotta use the bathroom. Pausing. I have returned. And I have forgotten about the lake, or ice lake here, or pond, not lake. And that's an easy fix, no issue. Have the cat over here whirring her head off. And there we go. The ice lake set. Alright, so we don't have too much time left. It's about, like, I don't know, 4:53? Yeah, I was right, Jesus. 4:53, okay, cool, great, fantastic. Not a lot of time left. Well, around 50 minutes or so, possibly. We'll see what happens. Not like we're going to be posting this as soon as we're done, because we still got demons to draw, and then we've got the effects and all that stuff. And then we got to draw the actual descriptive part, where all the demons are described within the Fathomless Caverns. A lot of stuff here to talk about. A lot of stuff indeed. Although I can't wait to get to like the others, because the closer we can get to finishing the recreation, the closer we'll be able to get to finish all the demons on our list. Because every recreation we have means we have to make a new demon and have to put it on the list. As I've said before, we got a lot to work with here. I think the number is 28, if I remember correctly. So regardless, there's just so much that we have to create still, even after this is done with. And while original Smock Break cases might be coming back soon, don't know if I was supposed to be surprised or not, but I guess it doesn't matter. We still gotta like get a whole bunch of other demons drawn, and it's not like we have like hundreds upon hundreds of entities waiting to be made. Of course, when I do get back into making Reginald's Mockbreak cases again, I will be having those demons on my mind. Or demons, entities. There's a severe difference when you get raw down to it. Okay, I'm gonna do this half and half. Half of this like the cragged stuff, and half of this like whatever the hell's the top going to be. Don't know what it's gonna look like. Don't matter right now. But I have not much time, and I want to get as much as done with. Well, it depends. Because we might not be working for the next 4 hours after 6 o'clock comes into play. Who knows? If anything, we're probably going to just be cleaning up the place a bit. Who the hell knows? We better have a 4-hour work day if we can't get this done with. Most likely on a Saturday. Well, there is reason to it. We need to get this done with before the weekend. The week ends, not weekend. We need to get this done with before the weekends. I also want to work on the next episode of Adventurous Army. So outside of the next episode of Adventurous Army, we also got the Mockbrain Horror Mature drawing. Oh, wait, no, that one's going to be different. And we've got to work on the second drawing for next week as well. Adventurous Army is just, I mean, I can't really spoil it. Because unlike, you know, something like My Luna Academia where the story is already there as soon as the video is posted, this series is a Patreon exclusive. And while I will draw like cover art, a paperwork cover art, linking to all of the episodes on DeviantArt, I can't necessarily just go on ahead and, talk about it. Because it's supposed to be for people who want to support me and enjoy my not safe for work stuff. It's there for them to, like, look into and enjoy. So some people aren't into that. But those who want some way to support me could still, like, purchase that. Well, I don't know if that would actually be any detriment to their own system. Be like, you spent $10 on this here porn? Because, of course, they're going to say fucking porn instead of, like, fetish art or hentai, because they're simpletons who don't understand the difference. As if there's actually a freaking difference. It's still the same thing, and they just categorize it all under one thing instead of just saying, you spend money on hentai art? Yes, I gotta say, this is actually quite good. But I'm still going to condemn it because this is not something the public should be into. Those kind of people are annoying. They're hypocrites in saying that we shouldn't be looking into that stuff or making that stuff, but they'll indulge in it instead. I'm sure there are people out there who are like that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm generalizing like it all under porn, but there are so many people out there who like make things illegal. And those who actually abide by their own rules, props to you. While your rule is a little annoying, you at the very least abide by it, and are honorable in that instance. But if you're not abiding by your own rules, then you suck. And unless you just say that rules, who needs them anyways, and you can do whatever the hell you want. Be like, that feels like cheating. But then another guy's like, yes, but he didn't say there were rules, and it was his game. This man has no honor. I guess, yeah, it would be no honor, but technically there's no rules, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. Either way, the entirety of those kinds of people are not good people. Going back on their own rules that they made for people to follow, but they don't follow themselves. How are we supposed to trust y'alls if you're just going ahead and ignore your own rules while we have to abide to them? I don't know, it's just people with too much power who don't deserve power is what it is, really. Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget? But, yeah. Yeah, there's like it's like a whole bunch of Patreon stuff that we're talking about before. I didn't keep track of what the actual conversational topic is supposed to be. Oh well. I don't know what else to talk about. Because I could talk about what's going on in Minecraft, because by the time this comes out... well, it'll definitely have to come out before the weekend ends, so no matter what. Currently in Minecraft, we got the start of the Warwing set. The rooms themselves are set. Some of them we have to put the flooring in, of course. And we also need to get the, what's what I'm looking for? We also need to get the staircase built. In the grand staircase area, I'm also planning on expanding the staircase out, or a room out by one. So if I can go on ahead and give you an idea, let's say here is that, then here is the grand staircase area as best as I can square-wise. And we got like the porch right here, same size just about. In a backyard, like right over here. I think it's a good idea because it brings us out when we got an entire area here for, like, say, a garden or something. Like a nice backyard. River will probably be cutting in through this point right here, potentially. I haven't figured it out yet. It could be just another bank here. Yeah, a bank here would probably make the most sense. So we could expand the yard by, like, about, like, this much, I think, right? Yeah, because that's where the staircase there ends, and then that's where the... Yeah, so if we did that instead... We have like a lake somewhere up here because I know, yeah, it's a lot to like look into. It's a lot. But I think we can do it. My main focus right now is to try to get as much of the interior done with as possible. So I will be expanding upon the, as you get the rest of the floor done with, I'll be expanding upon the grand staircase room. We're going to expand that. Then we're going to go on ahead and get the decoration and purposes made for all of the other rooms. To which at that point, hopefully that takes just one full episode. We need to start working on the basement area. Which if I remember correctly, I don't know which one I'm working on. Yeah, that's 1B. Which, if I remember correctly, we only got like a simple hallway that wraps around most of the main basement that we worked on. Our main basement, essentially. And has a treasury right next to where the staircase area is. Like, okay, like, let me at least get a rough estimate. Staircase about like right here. Hallway underneath the hallway up top, so to speak. Treasury... Or maybe like right here, this is a bit too outwards. Redstone workshop right about right here. Where was this again? I believe, because the yeah, so right here beeth where the, what do you call it, room is. Hey, these rooms are actually going to be quite smaller than I remember. Unless, oh wait, no. It's further out, right. The hallway isn't underneath the hallway. The hallway is actually here where the main hallway is. You know, this hallway over here with the basement, the bathroom, the woodwork, and all that stuff, that's where that is. So that means that has a little pathway going down here, hallway here. Treasury and workshop is large, not by 2, by whatever quadrant. And then it goes out further in this direction. I copy that right here. And we got another hallway over here. It's just a rough estimate. I'm not trying to get it exact. And then the hallway stops here, goes to a staircase that goes down to here, and goes here. I don't quite remember, because I think this right here was where the strip mine was built, underneath the third quadrant there. So that would mean that we'd have to have a staircase here, right here, right? And another staircase here going alongside the strip mine staircase. And this area right here being where a large amount, not large, but one layer of lava on the floor is going to be. Then we're going to have all the lava drip from dripstone spike into a cauldron here, and then we got our lava farm. Like a sub-basement, kind of. I guess technically, yeah, it is. A little bit combination here. And of course, we got the mushroom farm around here. I don't exactly know where that's all going to be, but there's the plan. That's the plan that we have in mind going forward into the war wing. At the very least, yeah, the war wing. It makes sense. Armory, where we store our armor. Dojo, where we practice our hand-to-hand, sword-to-hand, whatever, combat. Archery range on top of that, you know, because of, you know, the learning how to utilize a bow better. Mob loot room, i.e. the witchcraft room. And then the cartography map room, mapping out our area. War rooms usually have maps, right? So I think that's, I think that'll be a nice addition. But yes, that's what we have planned for that. Also, the treasury, from all the spoils of loot, i.e., like diamonds and emeralds. That's really the only reason for the treasury. Redstone workstation, which is used to build all the like stuff that we need to get to where we need to get to around. And I forgot to shade that in. That's fine. I'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, redstone workshop. And mushrooms is just a part of the main basement area that we never built because we didn't really need it that badly. How often are we going to need fermented spider eyes? Well, I'm still going to get a mushroom farm anyways, just to say that we have it, even if it is simplistic and not that good. I think if anything, I'd just make it a brown mushroom farm. I did have the idea of making like a mycelium island kind of thing near the lake, the ruined lake. But I don't know if we're going to be able to find one of those at this point in the game. We're probably going to have to wait until we've gotten a little bit further to actually make use of mycelium. But it would be nice to get that, just so we can have a much better way to get mushroom farms. Because I don't think I can grow mushroom trees on Podzol. I don't think I can. You need maybe you can, but you need it to be in a darker space. So I think getting mycelium would be better, because then they can still grow. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be nice if we could find one. But our luck in finding that desert was non-existent. Chances are... Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait, actually, let me do the rocks first before I move over to a different brush. Chances are we might have to utilize the ROTC Ancient's help. Ancient Cat's help. The help of the Ancients. We're going to need their assistance in order to locate a mushroom island. There we just swim across, or not swim, boat across the ocean and hope we find what we're looking for. But that doesn't seem like a really good way to go about doing things. And also, how did I forget to do this part? But, yeah. Yeah, that's not something we want to do. At least not now. I think if anything, we should wait until we get, like, elytra before we can really fully do that. And that's, like, late season. Minecraft RTC Edition is all about that building game. Creating cool structures that we can just go back to, examine, and just enjoy. And now it's become even more cooler as we expand upon our house. Our house gets even larger. You see the size of the house? It's much larger now with this. And it's still got a couple more exterior buildings left to build. Not a couple more, a few more. If you count the chicken coop, rabbit coop, sheep dome, and then the giant tower where slime machine stuff's going to be. We're actually making pretty decent time, too, in that entire build, because my objective was to, like, spend a few hours building the hallway and all that stuff. I wasn't expecting to get a large majority of the exterior done with. Hell, for all we know, it might just take us one more episode to get the entirety of that area finished. And we might have a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit of extra time left to at least get started on building the basement. A start, of course. Doesn't mean it's going to get completely done, but it is going to get a good head start for next episode. Making it so that we don't have a whole... Oh, wait. I gotta be careful because... Oh, wait, no, that's not the problem. No, the problem is A and B are also those over there, so I need to be careful with how I set those up. Plant. I'm also going to have these glowing. I was thinking about having like a plant-specific area in the Fathomless Caverns. Plants that thrive off the cold. Demon plants. Like little worm plant, demon-esque kind of things here doing their thing. Providing a glow of some form. Did I forget to shade that part? Or is it just not noticeable that it was shaded in? Let me provide some more notice here. Oops. Plant 1B. Yeah, I'm gonna have this one be all highlights. Highlight, burn, highlight, dodge. But this one, on the other, well, I guess this one, on the other hand, should be a little bit more glowing. Also, I just realized something. You need to be underneath here. Even if it's not that noticeable, I still would prefer you there. My stomach. Reason number 1 to not yank it when trying to sleep. Well, yeah, that's more like reason number 2. Reason number 1 is not yanking when trying to sleep. Keeps you freaking up all night for some stupid reason. When everyone else is too exhausted, my body is like, more, give me more. But my stomach is like, can't handle it too much. And there's a reason for it. If you've seen my fetish art, you know what it is I'm talking about. But I won't say it out loud. I'll let you guess. And those who don't want to know it, they won't have to know it. Oh, so long as they don't look up what of which I am trying to reference here. Oh wait, no. Ice pond. There we go. A bit too bright. A little bit bright, but not too bright. Also, you seem like you're not that, what do you call it? So let me adjust that a bit. Same with you. And the crystals, they have some form. Yeah, icicles all over the place. Because, let me show you a drawing of it from a while ago. Let me see, was it 12? No, I think it was 9. Yeah, here it is. This is what it looked like before. Dark, dreary. Yeah, it makes sense. You got Rick and Morty over here who somehow managed to get themselves in this predicament. That guy's dead. That girl's boyfriend is dead. Matter of fact, you see these guys, actually, in the drawing of the flesh ice centipede. I just don't remember which one. When was that, actually? No, ice crawler, that's what it's called. There they are, right here. This guy's about to die. This girl's also probably about to die. Look at this giant-ass creature. This giant-ass centipede-esque creature. And we're going to have it coming out of this hole here. Ugh, man. This place looks cool, but it is the most freakiest and dangerous area to be in. Enclosed, cramped spaces, zombie-esque demons, and whatnot. Freaking giant-ass centipede. At least the frost ants are nice. Frost ants are courteous enough to pick you up and take you into their territory if an ice crawler is nearby. When ice crawler leaves, though, they pick you up and put you outside their territory. So just don't go back inside their territory, and they'll be your friends for life. They mostly eat rocks, I believe, right? Like crystals. I think they eat mostly crystals, not rocks. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've... Whoops. It's been a while since I've been in the Fathomless Caverns. I don't quite recall all the little tidbits of the demons here. Lots of demons in this place. Well, there's only like 9, right? Let me open up the Demon Run folder and double check. 9 demons. That includes the ruler, which is not on this level. Oh yeah, and the succubus, the ice succubus too. Those things. The only like pseudo-intelligent life forms on here that seem like they've come from like a pack of some form. Could be one of the ancient demons from long ago. Same with the dark succubus from the top. Could be. I don't know. Let's just be thankful that the dark succubus took over the dark beach instead of the ice succubus. Oh, shit, because the same area would be the worst area. Unless the dark succubus, if they were to be in a place like this. Although, no, the beach is better, because the beach has cool air. It's the right kind of temperature to do it. To do the thing. Well, this area is freezing as hell. And you're underneath hell itself as well. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the case here. Let's just be thankful that the dark succubus take hold of the dark beach. And it makes sense when you get raw down to it. I think that's all the texture. Part of my brain is telling me we must be missing something. There's no way we got all of this here. I think I might have missed this part, but that's easy enough. Yeah, that's easy enough. But it seems like everything here has been gotten. Huh. More. I thought there was more indeed. Oh, that's fine. It is, what, 5:16? Yep, 5:16. We got some time to put in some stuff. I guess there's other things that I want to place in here as well. Brush-wise. Let's see. Ice grass. Whoops. Step on this grass and unleash freezing energy of some form. Looks like most stuff, right? Ice grass grows in the more foliage-heavy areas. Hold on, where's this icicle here? There. Let me put this above the rock, actually. There we go, it's above the rock. Alright, ice grass 1A. I most likely am going to like fill in the rest of the stuff here that I have yet to do. Oh, by the by, I apparently had my W key blown with a can of air, you know, stuff like that. So when we're going back to Minecraft, we're going to see if the sticky key nonsense is going to stop for a bit. I don't exactly know. I guess the only test that I could produce is to hold W a whole bunch. I don't know if that's working. Well, it won't work as well without, like, prolonged usage of the thing. So I don't know. Okay, let's get some of these ice grass over here. This is what I mean about making more regions inside of the, or areas within these regions. Because in my head, this area is all ice. There's nothing but ice here. But what if there were some plants that thrived in the icy environments? And they were only located within certain areas. And that's what this ice grass is here for. Which, by the way, ice grass number 1. Ice grass number 2. Unlike the grass in our world, this grass can hurt you. I mean, obviously step on it and releases a whole bunch of freezing air. Might get a severe case of frostbite, and that's not good in a place like this where there's no warmth. Part of me was thinking, maybe we can go on ahead and put in some, no ice underneath the icicle, because that doesn't make any sense. Part of me was thinking about putting some form of, like, blue fire in here, but nah. There should be no form of heat whatsoever. This entire place is all ice. The only form of heat that we have is from the ice succubus, which makes sense because they don't really originate here. If you don't know what I'm talking about. I might have talked about it before, I don't remember. But, nice. Ranks. I think this is 1C. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Oh, you fool. This is supposed to be 1C. And this is supposed to be... No, not the floor. Ice grass. 1D. Probably put it at 60 or something, I don't know. Just a little bit here, seeping into the other parts of the regions. I'm wondering if I should make the crystal nest its own region. Because essentially all it is just like a nest made specifically from the frost ants. I don't think we should have that be its own area. I think that should be just like, you know, a special thing made primarily for those particular demons. Oh, this is perfect. Alright, let me adjust the scatter a bit. This is 104. Okay, I'm putting in 14. Weird type of like grass you see growing on top of this here rock layer. It's definitely a strange kind of grass. Grows on stone. Never seen a grass grow on stone before, huh? Well, I'm sure grass can grow on stone. Or it could just be considered a mossy type kind of grass. Let me see. What grass grows on stone? Grass that grows on rocks, one probably. Most grass will be able to grow on hard. Okay, that's not rocks. That's literally a combination of soil and rocks. So yes, what strange foliage we see within at least one part of this area. All right, there's now rocks that I want to put in. I'm sure there's more that I can do here. I'm gonna make some more, what do you call it, past rocks. Where's the rocks at? I passed them. Ah, here they are. Let me adjust this. Oh man, I'm so tired. God, I'm so tired. And thirsty too. Knowing this heat is making me thirsty. Okay, where's the rocks at? Here we go. I don't got any orange soda on me right now. I gotta wait for them to buy it in the store. Not that much. And maybe not this? I don't know, because we have a different type of rock here. Okay, hold on. I increase the spacing and increase this spread out. That's essentially what this is, just a whole bunch of rocks within an already rocky area. Okay, so the cave is in its own department. That's fine, I can adjust that. I can work with that. Ice Pond is also in its own department. Okay, I guess that's fine as well. Got some small rocks here. Now let's get some big rocks scattered around here and there, because why not? Not too much. Just enough. Alright, let's go over cave 1C. Rocks 1B. rocks down there. You can clearly see. What are you murmuring at? Eox. That's a decent name for a demon, potentially. Eok. An Eok is a rock type of demon. Maybe. Just came up with a random ass name because of a spelling error. Fat fingering the E instead of the R key. Ugh, God, I'm so tired and I got something in the back of my throat, which is annoying. Oh no, this has got to be E, not D. Okay, things are starting to get smaller here, so I'll put this on like 5 or something. Rock 2, wait, no, 1F. God. And the bright lights don't help either. I usually do all this stuff in the dark. Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's where most of that's not shown. That's you know, like a rise up kind of. It's such like a series of caves and whatnot. Obviously, a lot of it would be twisty-turvy cave nonsense like that. Wait a minute. It's 5, so I need to be very careful with how I apply this stuff. Some 10s here, some big rocks here and there. Okay, cool. I do want to put more rocks on the other departments, but for now... Rock-a-one-a-D. Rock-a-one-a-E. Bridge. Rock-a-one-C. Let's see. I guess most of the rocks here don't matter. I gotta figure out a nice texture to have going along most. I think I have a texture I can use, actually. We still got time. Not like probably like 10 minutes worth of time, maybe. I thought I was gonna have more time, but I guess that's fine because we are actually getting quite close to finishing up the landscape department. I think. Also, is this H? Okay, yeah, this one's H. Let's see here. Of course, there would still be rocks within an area like this. Just because there's a bunch of foliage here doesn't mean that rocks don't exist as well. And this one should be I. Oops. 20. Shouldn't put any. Actually, yeah, we should make sure that there's no rocks here. Also, what is this? That's 70. This is also 70. I don't know. I guess this area is a little bit different. It doesn't make any sense. All right, rocks. Remove it from the bottom here if we can. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want rocks, you fool. Another one over here. No, not that one. F. F is what we want. Okay, alright. That's the wrong one. Go to this one and not highlight. Oh, all that was being highlighted. Okay, cool. I guess that's fine. I'm not going to bother putting rocks here. The ice NP's body will be there, getting in the way. Alright, I want to try. I know this works. This texture. Oh yeah, that's a texture we should use here too, of course. That's right, I think I used that in that one, didn't I? That's not where the frost ants are. I don't even remember the reason for me opening this. What was the reason? Oh, the ice crawler, that's right, okay. What was it, 36? Yeah. I don't think I used that actually. That's fine. New texture unlocked means we can use it now. Trying to figure out like what kind of areas we would have within a place like this. Because this right here, quite obviously, its own thing. Wait, what if? But what if? Let me switch over to something else. What if I were to do this? And we have this area be brighter. Somewhat like so. 5, floor 1C. 150. Maybe not that, maybe this. Here we go. Ah, yes. Ice-covered areas. That would make sense. The Rockies areas look like this, but the ice-colored areas are essentially just the same ground, except, well, you know, filled with ice. What are you doing, Cat? Cat's got a new toy, but she hasn't fully taken a liking to it yet, so... Yeah, what if we did that? Of course. And we have it separated here, so we get at least a few regions being, areas being shown in this place. Yeah, that's what it should be. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't we? Also, a good chance to use dodge texture in this way instead of just pressing it, because we rarely use... Oh no, we do use dodge texture every now and again. Oh, that's what I should do. I should put... Okay, I have an idea. Also, let me do the flooring here first. I should put a whole bunch of ice on this area here. I mean, this is probably stuff I'm going to have to do as soon as I get back, and this will be off camera. You'll see it when we've gotten the demons all drawn, their outline, and all that stuff done with. I'll get some of that here, because why not? So this region has an icy floor. It's slippery and extremely dangerous to walk in. And this region is a grassy region. This region is like the usual cavernous region. I guess it doesn't exactly matter. Every region has their own tunnels. This probably has like vines and stuff growing somewhere. We probably could have vines and stuff growing. This part shouldn't take us too long though. Let's see. Here's the ice. I'm going to save this swatch because I think I did forget to save it before I closed it, so we'll do it now. Okay, yay. Oops. Oops. Got just ice growing off the walls here. Some of it growing into the ground itself. And completely frozen landscape. Mostly just filled to the brim with a crap ton of ice. While the walls and the, what do you call it, has a nice ice coat on it. Nice coat of ice layer on it. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we'll have this over floor 1C. Rock. Where's the bridge? Maybe we can have it over the bridge. Oh, no, the bridge is going to be under that, right? Okay, so this should be fine then. I don't know what ice this is. I'm going to make it ice 3A. And I think that should be fine. There shouldn't be anything getting too in the way, right? Okay, good. Good, great. It's insane just how big of a difference it is to highlight it like that and make it look like that. Because literally, this layer here is normal at an opacity of 70. There's no overlays, no vivid lightings, anything like that. It's literally just me using the dodge midtone on this part here to get this to look more defined and more in the ground. Not ground, the cliffs. And then there is the highlight. No, wait, no. Burn midtone. Then there's the dodge highlight used to get the rest of it. And then, of course, the textures and all that stuff is its own thing. If you have this in a certain area, it's a bit easier to, like, get it. Looks like gel, kind of. Icy gel. Okay, let's see. Go back to midtone, and we do this to get that like that. Do this to get that like that. This particular brush again. You can get this brush in the default pack, but I just don't remember what it's called. Because when I took this brush from that pack and made my own pack, it was completely different. I call this one the wood texture brush, but it's more so just the streaks texture brush than it is wood. It's mostly used on a bunch of metal, ice, and all that stuff. I mean, it's still good for wood, and it is the go-to brush texture for wood. Okay, I don't have much time left, so I'm going to highlight this, and when I get back, I'm going to look and see what more I can do. Then I'm going to do all the demons. Not do all the demons. I wouldn't even do the ice succubus because of how deadly they are. You know how it is. Alright, get the pillar in here. Icier pillar. Is that... Yeah, no, that has to be the shade that it's at right now. Now let's switch over to this momentarily. This has already gotten that, so all I gotta do is this with this. So yeah, this is a freaking steep cliff too. Dogs are barking. Well, not really a steep cliff. If anything, well, climbing up it's still gonna be a pain in the ass. Yep, the time is almost at hand. I'm gonna need to get a drink though before I go because man, I'm all thirsty. I'm freaking thirsty. There's still a lot more that I will do, but you will see that take shape in the next part. I can't say next episode because this is the episode, this entire drawing. Oh wait, no. We're on that one. Yeah, look at that. Alright, okay, awesome. Anywho's in wits. Thank you all for watching the first part of Fathomless Caverns drawing. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and check out that there playlist. And, of course, the previous episode of Art Time, I always started the first part. If there's another part, then there's that. And the next part of the Fathomless Caverns. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Later.